Welcome back. National Public Radio's editor-in-chief, Edith Chapin, announced today that she is stepping down, just days after Congress approved more than $1 billion in cuts to public media. Earlier, I spoke with Ohio Democratic Congresswoman Joyce Beatty about this. Today, Edith Chapin, editor-in-chief at NPR, announced she was resigning. Do you believe those are connected, and do you have any comment on this whole atmosphere?
Of course, I believe that they are connected. When you look at what has happened to public broadcasting, when you're talking about billions of dollars and you're talking about the number of stations who provide a voice for us, people are disenchanted, they're upset. When you think of some 1,500 stations are being affected, and some have a cut of 15% of those dollars that were already allocated and planned for them. So I think it's a travesty, but the real question we should be asking is, why is Trump so afraid of national broadcasting? Because it is an unscripted, unedited voice that the American people can go to. Whether you're in rural America or like me in urban and suburban American, we can go to our public broadcasting stations and feel that we can speak truth to power, or that we can have a real honest dialogue. It's also an avenue for our constituents. Whether you're talking about a high school athletic team, whether you're talking about something that's happening right there in the heart of our districts, it's so important for us to stand up and fight. And this was just one of many things of why I was not able to support this in the middle of night, something that we didn't have hearings on, because it cuts fundings to too many things that we support and America needs.
And Congresswoman, as you know, in the aftermath of that bill turning into law, there is now deep conversation in Washington about the potential of a government shutdown and a complete gridlock on future spending in the next appropriation cycle. How realistic is that?
Oh, look, let me just tell you, the question is why tonight that we're only doing 5 suspension bills today and tomorrow. No rules committee, because they're afraid. They're fighting amongst themselves. They don't know how to govern, or maybe they're just waiting on another trip or call from President Trump to tell them what to do. This is not how the American people deserve to have their government operated. In the meantime, Democrats are here ready to stay, ready to work, going home in our districts and making sure that we're protecting all of those funding, so we'll be ready to deal with the budget when it comes up with us. But it's important for us to do what we're doing today, being able to hear the voices, being able to go back and make sure that we're telling our communities about Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security, dealing with those Americans who are hardworking because they know what the price of groceries are going to be, dealing with the day with our veterans, really talking to the people. That's what Democrats are about, not cutting funds so billionaires can have a tax break. That's what this is all about. And when you believe in autocracy, when you want to make sure that you have a dictatorship, what do? You cut off education, you cut off communicating. You want people not to be educated or informed. And that's what you do so well. You inform the American people.
Congresswoman, the White House says repeatedly, and there's some numbers that back them up on this, the stock market is up. Investment in this country is up. Employment is up or stable. Inflation is down or stable. Most of the economic indices they point to are on the upswing. And yet you sound so glum. Why?
Well, because what they're reporting are just numbers, and we don't know how much accuracy it is. Maybe there's a reason why he's also been on the attack against Jay Powell with the Federal Reserve and wanting to remove him. So here's what we do know. When you go into the grocery store, prices are up. Here's what you do know. The things that the American people pay for that helps them live their lives, put a roof over their heads, those things aren't applicable. It's not happening. I think they make up numbers. I have no trust in this president or the administration, because what they say is counter to what we're doing in government. They would tell you that Medicaid and Medicare is okay. They would tell you that they're not dismantling the Department of Education. They would tell you all of those things, while we know the fact is they're cutting billions of dollars from those needed services. Public broadcasting, they're cutting your dollars that have been federally funded and put in there for you. They have no regard for what is doing across this country to you, no regard with some 1,500 stations being affected, no regard that some 15% are already saying they don't know how they're going to survive.
Congresswoman, last night the administration released Martin Luther King Jr. files that had not previously been released. I've read some scholars say that that was a haphazard release, poorly organized, hard to read, and the King family itself had some strenuous objections. How do you assess it?
Well, absolutely. I think it was a political move to take everyone's attention off of the Epstein files. But here's the thing, if you're going to go back some 50 years and embarrass a family or try to release the MLK King files, why are we postponing votes? Why, when Democrats have gone to the House floor, gone to the Rules Committee and said, let's just bring it to a vote? This is current time. The same administration, the same president that 2 years ago was saying, oh, we're going to open up the Epstein files. Well, is he in the Epstein files? Well, are the Republicans who don't want the American people to know about their relationships, maybe with children, maybe with the dollars that are being laundered, as some are saying? I'm just saying, there has to be a reason, and for me, it's political. It's wrong and it's unfair. If you're going to do for one, let's do for the other. And Republicans don't know how to govern, don't know how to deal with this, and now you have a president who is saying it's up to them. Well, who's the them? Let's deal with this and let's call it what it is. It's a political move, it's unfair, it's unjust, and I agree with what the Reverend Bernice King said to protect the family.
The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, said today there'll be no consideration on the House floor of any matter related to Epstein files until after the August recess.
Well, that's because he doesn't want Democrats to be able to go back to their districts and share the information. And I wouldn't be surprised if we come back after the recess and Speaker Johnson has another answer. We know that he can't govern. We know that he puts bills on the floor and he has to hold the vote open for historical record amounts of time so he can either wake up people who were asleep or give Republican members something to change their vote. It's a joke. It's embarrassing to the House floor. It's embarrassing to the Congress and the country. I don't have a lot of faith in the leadership of this speaker.
Before I let you go, Congresswoman, it has been said by several Republicans with some accuracy that Democrats have suddenly gotten religion on Jeffrey Epstein files transparency. They didn't say a peep about it during the Biden administration. Isn't it political, your newfound interest in all this?
Oh, I don't think that's true at all. I think you have found people who wanted to have the files released. There were women in our caucus who signed letters for it. So I think we have to be careful of saying newfound religion with Democrats. Democrats have always been out front on our position, but here's the last point. Democrats aren't in charge. This president wanted the files opened and released. Now all of a sudden this president is saying no. Speaker Johnson doesn't know what to do, and that's why I can't wait to go home, be back in the district on the recess, talk about all the unity and what Democrats are doing, because that's why we're going to make Hakeem Jeffries our next speaker. That's why we're going to come back even stronger in September after the recess, because the American people are on our side, and that's why you see so many political games being played, because Republicans know they're in trouble.
Ohio Congresswoman Joyce Beatty. Congresswoman, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.